So I know, I know things have gone downhill fast. I know that we've taken this very nerdy approach, and all I can do is apologise. I was reading the notes from the last video, and designer Tillier, I think he mentioned that this car crash of a YouTube channel has gone nerdy very quickly, and I thought to myself, you know, I can't take myself seriously. I'm actually looking, I'm trawling the internet looking for images of Phasma, and I thought to myself, because I read another comment, and I'm trying to remember the guy's name. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning it. In fact, I won't. I think I only have his first name. Yeah, it's Dean. He said that the MRG-B5000', this one, it does fit the color scheme of Phasma. And you know, I did my own bit of research, and I thought, oh no, it really does. And the second I saw the image of Phasma, or is it Phasma? Phasma, I think it might be. I thought, this is the Phasma. And but then I think it was another comment, and you know, I must have said, you know, I thought this might be the Darth Maul, and it might be Dean that mentioned, someone called Dean. He mentioned in a comment that, you know, that this does satisfy the you know, the colorway of Darth Maul, and I thought, oh my gosh. And I looked for the gold accents, and apparently on Darth Maul's head he has gold horns, and I pulled up an image, and sure enough, Darth Maul. And I thought, oh no, Casio really has, they've produced, you know, some Star Wars color schemes. You know, we do have Captain Phasma here and Darth Maul, and I thought, I'm going to have to go there. You know, the nerd thing, you know, I'm already far too deep. I'm already, you know, going downhill fast here. I'm just going to have to go there. And you know, once again, I thought, hold on, you know, we might have legs here. I'm seeing a lot of color schemes in Casio watches that I find in Star Wars characters, and you know, and I read another comment that said something like, it was something to do with, yes, you know, the colorways in these watches does lend itself to you know, some Star Wars characters, and I bet you if we, you know, look at some other films out there and their characters, we're going to find some transferable colorways very, very quickly. And you know, I keep thinking that the GMW B5000', the first original 35th full metal, that's like this but doesn't have the thin red line. You know, I keep thinking that is the Mandalorian. But then I thought, if this thin red line was more of a beige line, or perhaps a silver line, this, you know, that watch would be the Mandalorian. But right now, I'm pretty sure that this is the Phasma. There is no doubt about that. And but more interestingly for me is that, you know, my comment about this might be Darth Maul, and you know, and someone who's viewed this called Dean said, yep, this does match the colorway of Darth Maul because of the gold accents, and he obviously has red on his face and black. So yes, we do have we have Phasma and we have Darth Maul, and you can see, you know, I couldn't take myself seriously, you know, for a moment. I thought, you know, what am I doing here? You know, I'm a serious person normally, you know, but I'm falling down this hole of nerdism, and the harder I try to get out of being a nerd, it's not happening. I seem to be, you know, falling deeper into this Star Wars thing. And you know, even though you know, I've watched Star Wars, and you know, I haven't really thought about it for a couple of years, but I've started looking at G-Shocks and Star Wars characters. And I thought, hold on, I'm seeing some real, you know, colorway transfers here, and I'm also starting to see some Star Wars characters in G-Shocks, you know. And I suppose, you know, the full metal G-Shocks, they, you know, because there's so much potential for different colorways, and you know, of course, you know, you're going to find similarities with characters, you know, in films, you know, maybe characters, you know, maybe other products, colorways that you might find in a watch, you find that same colorway in a different product, you know. And it really started to get me thinking. And then I came across an image of Anakin Skywalker, and he's actually, you know, in this you know, image, he's actually gold and black, and so it must have been before he'd I think he'd already turned to the dark side, but you know, he must have been going in that direction. And I thought, this 3CPO, you know, is it going to become a Darth Vader or a Darth Maul? And I thought you could get hold of you know, the full metals and start customizing them and create these colorways of the Star Wars characters that you like. Now, I'm sure that, you know, people already do this. I haven't had time to look much further, but you know, I'm sure that other people have seen this as well. And I did notice a modded G-Shock square the other day, and that somebody had built, and I thought it was fantastic. And I thought, do you know what? You know, I should try and get hold of that and get it on this channel and talk about it. But I honestly, I haven't had chance. And this morning I'm supposed to be working, doing other things, and you know, I was excited myself to, you know, to come and show you Darth Maul here. That I thought, I'm going to quickly shoot this and you know, and see where we get to, you know, realizing that, you know, I'm really turning into a nerdy geek here, and I apologize. And maybe over the weekend I might realize that I have a problem, and you know, my direction of a YouTube channel, you know, as you know, I'm the captain of this YouTube channel, sailing this ship into the seas of complete nerdism and Star Wars fanaticism. And that really wasn't the plan at all. But I thought, it's too late. You know, I've already, you know, crashed the car. You know, we're already in the realms of being an absolute nerd. So I thought, you know, let's just go there and see what happens. And you know, I've got a feeling that I'm going to create, there's going to be comments here, and people are going to give me ideas, and I could imagine spending the whole weekend in researching Star Wars and finding characters, understanding their colorways, and then matching them to you know, to G-Shocks. And even saying that, I have another watch. It's a mechanical dive watch, and it has a brown cream colorway. And you know, lo and behold, I did find that colorway lent itself towards the another character in Star Wars. But I thought, you know, I could be muddying the waters here, because right now we seem to have a G-Shock square Star Wars relationship building, and I wasn't sure that I wanted to go off-piste right now, because it seems, you know, the Casio G-Shock square lends itself so well to Star Wars, you know, because even though this is 40 years old, you know, we do know that this, I mean, what's amazing is the design is timeless. Of course, you know, Casio are still making this today, You know, and I love the way Casio don't really talk about it. You know, they have Kiku Ibe, you know, going around chatting about his story, and they really underplay it. And you know, he basically talks about, you know, his vision, and you know, Casio allowed him to get on with designing the square, and he did that. And you know, and he did that 40 years ago, and today, you know, it's still being made. When you think about it, how many products out there, you know, can put their hand up and say, we still make a product that we designed 40 years ago? Now, actually, I can answer that question myself, because Rolex, you know, and you know, lots of the other Swiss manufacturers of dive watches, you know, if they're good, they all have in their current collection, you know, a reiteration of something that was, you know, mostly designed about 40 years ago, even 50 years ago. And if you go to Seiko and you look at all their dive watches, you know, I mean, in their current range, they have all the reinterpretations of all their dive watches today. So we do know that these designs, you know, are really well tried and tested, and we are going to get more. And I suppose, you know, this year we're going to get the 40th anniversary of G-Shock. So, you know, get ready for a 40th anniversary MRG plus all the GMW range. Now, you know, they will probably have a different number for that, but I imagine that, you know, they will reproduce another MRG that's in celebration of the 40th anniversary. Maybe more so for the GMW range, the normal full metal range. I imagine we're going to see you know, some really cool new colorways there, plus, you know, of course, this new G-Shock square. So you know, I'm sort of really looking forward to that. You know, and then I sit back and think, how can I relate that to Star Wars? You know, what are the relationships? You know, what are the colorway relationships? And you know I've set the ball rolling here, you know, mainly for myself, actually. You know, I can't believe I've spent the last day or two thinking about Star Wars and, you know, thinking about colorways. And so I must admit, you know, the nerd thing has got me. I do apologise. You know, I apologise for inflicting this nerd stuff on everyone. You know, I'm just as worried about me as you guys are. And anyway, I wanted to show you Darth Maul. I'm pretty happy that this is the Darth Maul. And of course we've got Phasma over here. And you know, what a cool character. And you know, it's making me think I'm going to watch Star Wars again. And you know, knowing me, you know, there's a good chance, you know, I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have to binge watch it, because are there 9 episodes in total? Plus there are 2 addendums, there are 2 additional Star Wars films. And I know that I do like the Star Wars films. There's one called Solo, and I thought that was good. And the other one, I forget that name, but I did like that. And yeah, and I know I can find G-Shocks that share those colorways with Star Wars characters and droids. You know, I'm really keen to see an R2-D2, you know, silver and blue, and I know that yeah, once again, if this had a thin blue line, you know, that would be an R2-D2, or the normal full metal stainless steel with a thin blue line. You know, that would be an R2-D2. Now, of course, we've got C3PO here. And of course, this watch with the negative display, that is C3PO on the dark side. And I know that could be achieved. Some modder could get there, I'm pretty sure. And anyway, I'm rambling here. I do apologise. I apologise for the nerd fix that I seem to be stuck in. You can see I'm still drinking my cup of coffee here. and I hope I haven't driven you all crazy. I feel I've slipped into a hole of nerdism, and you know, once again, this YouTube channel ship, you know, I'm at the helm. I've lost the plot a little bit, and we're heading into the seas of Star Wars and G-Shock nerdism, and all I can do is apologise. Anyway, I hope all you guys are well. I am going to think about this, and I do apologise for putting you through this, and I hope to speak to you all again, hopefully soon.